Okay, so I'm Henri Midjaville. I'm working with my father for 5 years now. So it's just it's recent. I've been doing my restructuration in the wine business, in the wine work. We are in Bordeaux, of course, and the Bordeaux region are very interesting in terms of the characteristics of the wines. The Bordeaux wines can be opulent, deeply ripe, and also fresh and dynamic. So I think it is interesting to go in this direction because it's what Bordeaux offers the best, this type of wines. And also because we have a climate that is changing, that is sometimes a little bit disturbing for the winemaker, because you can end up at the beginning of autumn, you will have very diverse type of vintages, and vintage that are very marked between each other. So you will have a wine that is sometimes more autumnal, more with graceful tannins, with already in the youthfulness beginning of evolution flavors like forest, slightly, but this is interesting because some of the wines will be more dry, concentrate, spice with spiciness of it, and other ones will be completely different, more tender, more graceful, more with a graceful doesn't mean weeks, it can mean more delicate. So something delicate can be very powerful. And also they have an expression that has been interesting too, is the maturity is more longer, not as dry as beautiful vintage as 2010, but with a maturity more in the type of confit. Confit is like a fruit that is almost crystalline type of fruit. So everything, all of this diversity is Bordeaux type of wines. I think what is important is the work on field. You need to have a fruit that can be as refined as possible. Of course, we are the wine grower are the product of a place. So we are very grateful to be in a place like this where everything are made for make great wine. And after, I think what is the most interesting possible is to pay attention to the moment you harvest. In Bordeaux it can be tricky, it can be dangerous, but that's where you can aim, you can go to more interesting type of fruit. So taking risks, it's part of the job. And it's where you show truly a good wine grower, when they can make every year the best wine possible. The problem is in Bordeaux you have to sometimes you have a commercial aspect where so people used to push over other vintage the driest one, to say that's the best wine possible. I'm more focused on the diversity of the expression of the wine. But driest vintage are where everybody can make good ones, because you have not pressure of the botrytis, you have less mildew, you have less everything. So they are been so as best possible, but I think it's only the vintage where everybody can make good wines, and sometimes it can be too structured in the early years. So I believe each of them are great. The last thing to people who are going to taste wine, people should be more confident about their own taste and sometimes it can be disturbing to taste wine because there are many wines, many different, and it's something you have to make your own, you know. So be as curious as possible, but also be confident in your own taste. That's the best way to taste wine.
That's a nice ending.
Yes.
Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.